everyone, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Creative Ends International. Well, I promised that I was going to finish up with the video on the voter art. So that's what I want to do now. We have done the video where we needed to mold, okay? So I have showed you all that is needed when you are molding, and we did that in part 1 and part 2 of the last session I have on YouTube with you. So today I want to finish up with this voter art by doing the video for the one that you do not need any mold to achieve. At least with that one we know that we are done. I want to make a quick recap of what we did. I told you last time that the voter art is the flatness that is actually the aim. And I also showed you that when you want to mold, you need to turn the back of your mold. Don't mold through the front, mold on the back. And of course, I also established the fact that it is not compulsory for the voter art to be a very big brim. That big brim is not compulsory. So a voter art can be a small flat brim, so long you just turn the back of the mold and mold on it, and then you will achieve it. So today I want to use straw board to do the work this morning. So when I'm using the straw board, it's going to be in 2 ways. I just hope I will be able to compress it into one video and finish it, because we have the idea where we still have to mold the top first, and then you now use the straw board to create the brim, that is the flatness. You use the straw board, meanwhile you have to mold this. Then we have another idea where you do not have to mold this at all. So I'm thinking maybe the idea I will do will be the one that we do not need to mold this if we have the time, because I have a lot of work on ground to attend to. But then I will just do this one as fast as I can before I resume for my main work of today. So you have the one you have to mold this, and you achieve a perfect crown for it. But if you are not molding, we create the crown using the same straw board, and you will not even be able to trace that we created that crown. So right away I will be starting. So let me start dropping what we are going to be using on the table. I will be using the table because of the curtain, so I'm just lowering the camera for you to see what we are going to be using. Okay, so we will need this. So this is the straw board, and in case you are wondering where you can get the straw board to buy, is in bookshop. You can buy it from bookshop. This is like, cardboard paper. This is how it is, but it's strong. It's strong. Okay, it's strong. It's not like ordinary. If I had known, I would have brought cardboard paper for you to see. I've been a carbon paper, cardboard. So that one is soft, but this one is strong. All right. So this one is straw board. Straw board. Once you go to a bookshop and you tell them, a good bookshop, oh, not be all those small bookshop, those big bookshops, and you tell them that you need a straw board, they will give you this one. Okay. So I was thinking of the fabric to cover, so I thought maybe I should use this. I just love the color because it's nude, so maybe we are going to work with this, and then we are going to just use this. Is not compulsory, but while I'm using it is for the smoothness. All right, to smoothing what you are going to do. This chest word, the light one. All right. Again, I used this glue the last time, so we are still going to use it. We are going to use this. Okay, then we are also going to use Crayola. We are going to use this. Then we are going to need the cutter. Well, if you don't have cutter, don't worry about it. You can work with your scissors, but it's easier to cut if you have the cutter because of the thickness of the board. So the cutter is easier to use the cutter to cut, you know. So, all right, as we continue with the work, we are going to be seeing other things that are needed. Let me just push this aside. We are going to start with our measurement. Okay, now to create your circle, you can get a surface that is already a circle surface, all right, and then you place it to create your circle. But me, I'm not going to do that. I want to show you how to create it without that surface. Well, um let me get my measurement tape, please. 1 minute. Okay, so let's create our circle. Like I said, the major reason I'm doing this now is for those people that will really need a very big brim, but it cannot be bigger than this. Do you understand? That's the biggest you can get. So for you to start, take a measurement of the square. We have 24. So the reason I'm doing this is to help me know the midpoint, okay? So we have like 24. So the middle will be the point where we have 12. So this is the middle, all right? So I'm also going to check it from this direction to see that, okay? So from this direction, I have 24, and this is the middle. And then from this direction, I have 20, like almost 29, almost 29. So let's assume it's 29. So assuming it's 28, we'll have 14. So it's not completely 29. I'm going to count the strokes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to have 14.3. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm just trying to establish a point where we start to move with our radius. So we are going to check how far can this go. It can go as far as like 14.2. Please don't mind me. I'm just trying to be accurate. It can go as far as 14.2, but let's not do 14.2. I'm sorry. As far as 14.7, but we're going to do 14. We are going to do 14.5. Okay, so we are going to go around this with 14.5, just like that. Okay, don't worry. Well, I'm coming. You know, this direction is shorter. Well, we can't go as far as that. We are going to go like 12.2. So I'm going to start the movement again. 12.2. Okay, 12.2. We'll just go around like that. 12.2. 12.2. So we'll go around it like that. 12.2. Just that is assuming you don't have a round circular surface you want to place on it, but if you do, you don't need to go through this. But let's always try to see how we can manipulate when we don't really have easy things around us to use. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. If not, I can just use the brim we use for the other tutorial. I can just place it on it and draw a circle and cut it out, but I don't want to do that because it's not everybody that will have that brim. So we begin to link our circle like this. Link it, you know, link it, link. So we're going to have our brim. I'm still going to check if there is any alteration. All right, because that 12.2 is almost like the final edge. So this is the circle I was able to create. You can see that it's at the edge, final edge. We don't have space anymore. So this is what we are going to use. Okay, that's what we are going to use. Let me see what the diameter will be. So the diameter we have here is about 24. That is one end of the circle to the other. That's the diameter is 24. But for the other one I did, we had 19.5. So that's to tell you that this one is bigger than that first one that I did. Please, if you are just joining this video and you find it helpful, don't forget to like it. Please just like, and if you drop a comment, I don't think it's going to be a bad idea, but your liking it, I think, is the best, because it's going to help other people to see. Because I don't really advertise. I just do what I want to do. Those that can discover it should discover it, and it will be helpful to them. So if there is any way you can make others to discover it, I will really appreciate it. So we are going to cut this. So we are going to cut that. Let me cover this marker for me to cut, because I don't want to spoil my table. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Love you. So I don't want to spoil my table, so I'm going to place it on this board. I'm always using this board because this our work is very wonderful work. Can spoil your things. No. So I will use the cutter, but you can use scissors. Okay, when you are working with the cutter, please be careful. This thing is usually very sharp. Something that can cut out plastic. That's what you are seeing. If you cut it, that board we used to do our signboard, so this thing will cut it like this. Cut whatever you want to cut out. So it's something that you have to really be careful with when you are working. All those don't allow it to carry vein and just come and jump on your vein. Okay, so I'm still cutting. It's easier. You can see this board is very thick, like I said, thick. So the first cut has not been able to remove it. Maybe I didn't go deep enough, but it's fine. We can use our, I'm coming. Let me just, since it's light now, Let me use my scissors to finish up that piece. It's light now, so you don't have much. Scissors don't have much work to do. So this diameter is 24. It's bigger than, and this is the biggest you can go. That's just it, except you are not using the straw board. Okay, if you are using the straw board, this is the biggest. You can see that from this end I did not even cut. I did not cut anything. We took the measurement from this very end, and that's what we arrived at. Okay, so it's easier. So if we are going to work without molding, so we have 24. Oh, my crown. Okay, let's use this to measure, right? Because we are going to have a crown just like this. So this crown is about 24 too. This 24 and this is 24. But then this 24 is not going to be enough, because we are supposed to have this 24 and then maybe an extra 1 inch here, so like 26. So we cannot use this. If not, we would have just taken our height and then cut. Okay, and then we'll bring it together, gum and do, then we'll cover the top. So I have three of these board, three. Now you can work with one, oh, but the stability, look at it. It need to be strong paparapa like this, stand. So if you work with this, the possibility for this waving is what we want to avoid. All right, so we are going to double it. We are going to double it to be stronger. We are going to make it stronger. All right, so we are going to use another board. This time we don't need to take measurements. We just place this on it. All right, just place this on it and roll it round so that it will be firm, it will be strong. You don't want to give something to your client after charging that much, eh? And then it will start having issues. And of course, you know that because this thing is paper, it's something that you have to really avoid water with. But even when your client make the mistake of entering water, they should have the grace that if it's dried, they can get it back, rather than it just collapsing at once. So it will collapse at once if you don't make it thick enough to be able to stand that pressure. So we are going to cut the second one. We take it out again. This time I'm going to try and press harder. So I tried. I pressed very hard to just trim at once instead of using scissors again. So we have our second one. It's ready. So I still like to look at any part that I feel is not really giving me what I want, and then I'll touch it. All right? Let's touch. Because while you are doing your cutting, your hand can bend to one side that you did not send out your hand. So this is it. We have the two now. So these two, we are going to connect these two. We are going to connect it. As in put it together, let it lap, correct any form of irregularity, like maybe one part is not sitting properly on the other. Like if you see here now, this place look is coming out. All right, I'm going to cut it off and all of that, but then I will only do that after I have connected it, as in glue it together. And when you are working, look for the smoothest part of the board to work with. Don't just carry your gum and just start gumming. When I studied it now, I saw that this part is smooth compared to this part. And of course, I have to still check. Look at this one, has some kind of gallop in here. So these are the part I will put inward, while the smoother part like this will be what will be outward. So once again, if you just discover me live now, this is Creative Ends International. So if you like our videos, you can like, you can follow, you can subscribe. So we are going to use, I told you, this shoemaker gum, Evo Stick. I work with it a lot. I work with it a lot. It's very strong. You know, this thing have original one. I've said so in one of my videos before. And oh, I don't know if any of my girl will just walk to this place now. Let me ask them to bring the original can for you to see. Anybody asking question? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we use this. We use, I'm generous with it. Eh? Put am well, make it catch am. No, no, no manage am. So that it will just gum am, turn am to one. It will turn am to one. Okay, I have fan blowing here, so the drying is fast. Okay, if not, I will say okay, allow it to dry a little. Okay, then we place this. Check the smoothest part. Who is calling me now? Okay, so after we gum it like this, we are now going to check out. See the strong. Look at how strong now. Shey see it's not bouncing like that first one that was coming up like galloping. No, it's strong, it's firm, very firm. So we are now going to correct this. 1 minute. Do this. All right, so we're going to correct, make sure that all the circles are lined now. Like we have some lines here coming out, lines here, lines here. So we'll trim and make everything equal. Check it both back and front. All right, just make sure everything is sitting properly and it aligns. Right. If I was careful enough, I will not really have much part of it to trim. All right, because you know we measured it. so that it will not gallop when you put your material. So can I get your comment? Should I use the molded or we should create? Let me know please so that I will know what I'm doing. Should we create or we should use this? I need your comment. If you don't comment, I will use this. Look at it. This is just all we are going to achieve. But if we don't use this molded one, we are going to create, which means you can do it without having to mold. Okay. I like the two colors. So it's like this is what I'm going to do because this color is like this. So I'm going to get a red and combine it. Okay. Okay, we should create. Okay. All right. We are going to create. When I'm creating, I think I will prefer Marco for that creation. We can use this anyway, but I think Marco, because Marco is Marco will be stronger. This one that is paper. We can work with it, but then I think I will prefer Marco. So we are done. Everything is even. It's even as I want it now. Okay. Everything is even. Okay. So from this point now, we are going to cover. We will cover the back and the front. Remember, this thing is thick now. It's thicker, but we'll still cut it. But it's thicker now. We'll use mozo, take cutter, mozo. So what we'll do is this. We'll need, if you want to alternate, you want to add glamour to your work, you can do a wrapping with two different fabric, as in two colors that are complementing each other. You can use that if you want to just get stylish. All right, so we are going to start with the first one. This is the in know it went off. All right. There should be volume now. Yeah, you can hear me now, Abi. All right. Okay. All right. So we are going to, this is the inside, like I said. So as much as possible, we will trim our edges, inward. We don't need this. Anything that will disturb us here, we don't need it. So trim it. Trim it as flat as the edge. Okay. You don't need this one. So that nothing will obstruct you when you are wrapping the front. So you say we should create anything. What? All right. So I've made it as flat as possible. All right. So this is it. This is ready. So we're going to cover this part again. I'm going to be working with this measurement to create my opening. All right. So we're going to cover the front, but it's doing me like I don't really want to work with this fabric again. No. I don't like this color, the nude color. So is it fine? Do you like it? Is it me like I should change it? Because I've wrapped this place now. Not too fine for my. Okay, maybe when I'm betting, I'll bet with a different color to bring it out. If not, I'm not gonna like it. Not like the fabric. Okay, let me just cover. Now, I told you that this is optional. You can do with it. You can do without it. It's not going to add anything to this work, because when you work with the straw board, is smooth, it's nice. All right. If not, we use this to achieve a better smoothness. Okay, when you put it, makes it smoother. Look at flawless. Look at what I'm very. It's cool in my hand now, better than when it's just the ordinary. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ada, thank you. Adashi, thank you. So you can use this if you want to, but it's not, like I said, it's not compulsory, but let's use it. Let's use it. Don't allow this thing to dry so much before you apply your fabric. If you do that, eh, it will stick your fabric faster than you can adjust it. So try as much as possible not to allow it to be dry. My fan here is making it drying very very fast. I've tried to reduce it. It can't be like say I no sabi operate the fan sef, and I no wan stay under heat. If na for don off fan, it's making it drying so fast. Before I could finish applying it, I've off it sef. I will still on it back, but at least should give me breathing space to apply this thing first. Before I could finish applying, it's already drying it up and it's causing problem for me. So I don't think I need that type of problem right now. So, so that's it. When it dry too much too, don't forget that your this thing will not stick. What you are trying to gum will not stick. And apart from that, it's going to cause some kind of smooth landing or finishing for you. So let's apply this first. All right. So let's cut. Remember, this is just to base the surface. It's not compulsory. If you look at your work and you feel you need that smoothness, that you are not, it's not giving you that vibe of completely smooth, and you can apply it. It's the soft chest water. If not, you can do without it and your work will still come out well. Right? Okay. So so we have this. Time for us to apply our material. Look at it. This is the back. This is the front. So I'm going to apply our material. I said I like the red on it, so I'm going to be doing something with red. That's all. Okay, I'm coming. Wait till a woman they ask me. Ma? What was the woman asking for? Because I didn't get what she was saying. No, she. Okay. I the verse for her now. See when she take the come work. What's that? Alright, so we're going to peace. Can you check for a fine red fabric for me? I want to use red. And then Marco. Okay. Marco is here. Okay. So we're going to cover this. It's smoother, even ordinarily safe. If I not even one other way you can you can gum this thing. Let's not go that way, sha. But look at, you can gum it like this. Let me just explain it. Look at, your fet, eh? You can use it to gum it seamlessly. This fet, all you need to do is you will take your time and line your fet on your circle completely. Just cut and line your fet all through your circle. This thing, I don't know what you call it in your side, but me na the oyibo I hear be that na fet what they call am. So line it all over, close, 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 close to the end. Then you use your fabric to cover it neatly and iron. You go see e go come out so stay as in stressless, flawless. This set like this. Okay. So but I cannot do that one here now because of the tutorials. The iron have to really really be hot. You have to spend your time and steam it very smoothly. So with that, you will not need this one. So that's another secret I've just showed you. Set. All right, so let's be doing the local one we're doing here. Let's do this one. Okay. Anything that can be an obstruction to the smooth finishing, make sure you do away with it. Okay. Now when you are applying, let me off this thing. When you are applying here too, try to be fast. Try to be fast. If you are not fast enough, it will get dried, and when it's dried, you will not be able to achieve what you plan on achieving. Are they busy? Oh? So you apply it. You apply. Try to be fast. And also, while you are putting your fabric as well, don't be don't be too much in a hurry, because if it's not a little bit cold to an extent, it will be visible in your fabric and you cannot do anything about it. That is, not get say when it dry it go comot, e go just leave that mark like that for you. So a tiny pipe I can put krill on it to bet for me with the red. No, Yes, use that one. This one. Yes. So I've generously, yes, just one. Something longer. I've applied this generously now. Please, the length I want is 1.5. That is, maybe you cut like four, fold it. Uh-huh. All right. So at this point, we'll allow a little air, you know. Let me just blow my fan some more. I off it before. May not fast passing. So that it will get a little bit cold. Huh? A little bit. All right. Then we are now going to extend this fabric in a way that it's going to come out compared to the other one. All right. We need it to come out this time around. And then we check every form of lifting, try to adjust, you know, and then try to gum. So as we are gumming, we are looking out for any part that we want to rise up, and we will not allow that. All right, you stretch it, don't allow any part to. All right, you see what I'm doing carefully. Okay, all right, okay. Thank you very much. So we gum it like this, or just so. So you can see this, if you judge the two parts smoothness now, you see that this part is smoother. Okay, it's smoother. Where we are going to have, yes, Rachel, go and buy now. Okay? Check my drawer. If there's no money, check the side of my bag. All right. So we are ready. This one is okay now. You can see no stain, no stain. Look at it, no stain, no stain. I'm still trying to see that. I don't want it to come out and is bulging out. I don't want to see that at all. So I'm still trying to adjust for that. So sometimes you see that, like me now, I'm saying that this part is not, it's not properly glued. Maybe that part was already dried before the fabric touch it. So it's not a crime. You have to go back and adjust it. All right. So let's finish up with this. To finish up with this, we are going to be leaving like 1 inch ahead, or even above 1 inch. We can leave like 2 inch, 2 inch ahead of, look at it like this. Okay, so we're going to leave, you don't trim it flat, just give a space. All right, that will help you to tuck it in and make your edges this way to be neat. Okay, so that you will have a very good finishing. So as we trim, we're trimming with excess. So it's time for us to create the crown. Okay, so I said I would prefer to work with Marco for the crown instead of the straw board. I'll work with Marco. So this is it. We have this excess. So when I want to work on this side now, I will be using hot glue, okay, to pull this part together like this. Okay, to give it a little cut so that it can easily relax, you know, the way tailors will do to like touch the side. So we'll use hot glue to lay it on top of this side. So when we are doing our finishing now, we will now be using, either we use the bias, suede bias, or even elastic to now cover this part where this will be resting. So that will be for the brim. All right, so that's why we have this excess. But if you had cut it the way you cut this side now, you will have challenge, because you will now start to look for how will this edge be properly finished, how will this edge be beautiful. So but when you do it like this, you see that the edge is already beautiful on its own. So where you have to worry about is this part now, where you now have to use your elastic or bias trimming to finish up. So let's create the crown before we proceed. Okay, so to create the crown, it's very easy. We are going to use Marco. Establish that fact that I would prefer to work with Marco rather than working with. This is Marco. If this is your first time seeing it, shoemaker people use this thing for shoe. Okay, you see them carrying it. Sometimes they cut it as shoe pad, so it's called Marco. So I prefer to use the Marco to create the crown, the circle for the crown. So when I measured this, I told you it was 24. Okay, so 24. We are going to check what we have here. We have like 25.7. So we are going to manage it. If not, normally I would have loved to get like 26, but 25.7 is not bad. So we are now going to measure the height of the crown. That is how high we want this part to go. Can you wait for me? So how high we want this to go? This is 2 inches. So if we are going to work with the same 2 inches, we are now going to come over here and begin to mark 2 inches. All right, so go 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches, that's 2 inches. So you said we should create, so let's do the one we are creating. So we'll cut. All right, so since the length we actually needed is 24, you will start from this edge, you will measure 24 from here. 24, just mark where 24 ended. Okay, then you will turn it like this, then you will measure 24 again, mark where the 24 stopped. Okay, like this. Okay, so when you look at it now, you see that you have a mark of a 24 here and you have a mark of your 24 here. So it means that we can just gum these two places like this and we already have our circle. You see it? So when you are doing this, you can sew it. That is, you can decide to use your needle to secure it for you to be sure that it's very strong. Then another thing is that you can just go ahead and glue it directly. So what I will do is this. Listen, I will first of all wrap the inside of this work. I will wrap this inside like this. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go like this. Because the other part, we will need to cover it together. So that's why we have to start by covering this inside like this. You can omit this part, all right? You can omit this part, or if you like, you can include it, all right? Doesn't. So we are going to cover, because this is the only way you can achieve it flawlessly. So this is it. We are going to cover. To cover, we still need our, oh, my girl came just now. I forgot to ask her to bring the gallon. I want to show you the original Evo stick. There are some that is just ordinary water. When you use that, e no dey work. But we have this original one. I usually buy the small gallon, or if I even send my guests to go and measure, I warn them that they should make sure that they turn for them from that gallon. All right. So we'll cover just this part. All right. Cover it. So remember that when we are covering, we are going to have it like this. So that's why I'm not bothering, and the inside will be covered. Okay. All right. What is the measurement of the macro? I said the measurement is 25.7. It's not up to 26, but if you have up to 26, please use 26. The one I have is just 25.7, so I could not add to it, but this 25.7 will surely do the work, because what we actually needed to get this is 24. When I measure this round now, is 24. So we are working with this same crown, but we are not molding. So I have 25.7. All right. So we are going to, you can glue both this side. My glue is finishing and I'm not done. I need my guests to bring glue for me now. So we are wrapping because we cannot wrap separately to get the crown. Okay. So that's why we are just wrapping this part. We are just wrapping this part. I didn't sit my, I did not sit my macro properly now. So it's going to give me small challenge, but I can handle it. I didn't sit it properly. So I didn't have to wrap this side. So we'll still cover this part. Okay. Just allow the air. Okay. So I'm going to cut off this part. Because I don't need it. It's going to disturb me if I don't cut it out. Oh, to be. So don't need all this. Okay. So this is the part I have a little challenge. I'm going to try to handle it in my own way. Okay. So we are ready. This part is ready. We are going to join this line and this line like this. So like I said, you can join it sewing. But let me check it on my head first. Can it pass through? Oh, my hair is packed. So can it pass through? Can it sit? You understand? You have to check because the crown should be able to sit to an extent, all right, on your head. So use your head to try. Okay, so this is where it's sitting properly. I can just go ahead and sew it. But this, I just done something wrong now, please. This is the inside, it's not the outside. So it's supposed to go like this. I'm sorry, that was just a mistake. All right, this is the outside. So we'll gum it. Allow air. So allow small air, then we'll place it. So you can sew it too. I kept repeating it. So this is it. This is the base, okay? And it can sit on my head. Eh? Can sit. It's not cold yet. Now to proceed, you can still use Mako, but I'm not going to use Mako. Um I want to use the straw ball. So I want to use the straw ball. So this is what we are going to have. We are going to cut out the circle. Okay. So I'm just going to cut out a circle that can sit on this, all right? So we'll get our marker, make this one to sit here, and then just draw around it. Don't allow it to fold. Now give it a little increase so that it would have sat properly before you reduce it to the actual size, okay? You only have to go through this stress when you are not molding. If you mold, you don't need it, all right? So we are going to cut it out from the mark we did. So we take it out. I'm going to press so not reach to cutter. Wow. No, when I need remozo. Then when I want to cut that other one, the one I've already wrapped. Now, better mozo. Now I need to take cutter. So let's go. It should be coming out like that now. No matter easily. Okay. What will I do with that?
You said I should sew it.
How many inches is that? This is 1.5. You are serious? Something when e reach how many inches there? Come on, go reduce that nonsense. I said 1.5. If you saw 1.5 as I say am, I go no. That is not 1.5. That's not 1.5. Should be more time. That thing even be past 2 inches. So we have this already. So we are going to glue this to this. Eh? What? For now, no, I'm doing something when I'm ready. So we'll sit this on this, all right? But before you gum it, wrap it. Wrap the inside. So wrap the inside like this inside, because it will not be easy for you to cover the inside if you don't do it the way I'm doing it now. So if you know you are learning from me, follow the step that I'm showing you. Wrap the inside. This will make it the inside easy for you to conclude, and then when you wrap your outside, it will not really, it won't take you anything, right? So this is it. Remember, this is the inside, it's not the outside. This one is working without mold. If na mold, we don finish you. Okay, so let's just do without, at least with this one, I no go do anything on butter heart again. No. We don finish. Except you people have question and I feel it's worth attending to. If not, I will not do anything on that again. I think I have done enough. We've done the molding, we've done without molding now. And this is completely without molding. So we'll place this on this. Look at the inside. Look at how the inside will come out. You see how clean the inside is. So shit, I placed this thing wrong. Oh, the part I wrapped was what was supposed to be inside. It's stained already. It's supposed to be like this. You see it, but I can't change it again because it's stained. It's already stained. I have to now start thinking of how to maneuver that place. Oh shit. Oh, all right. That one won't give me stress now, unnecessary stress. Ah shit. It has just been the tiny line here that I will have to battle with. You see it? Instead of having this other side. I don't know how that thing just escaped me, and it's already stained. So just thinking, I have to look for something to finish up that place. All right, let's just do what we are doing. Let's glue this one. All right. So to glue it, just apply your glue on this edge. On this edge. And then allow your air to blow. Please, oh, I hope you saw the mistake I said I made, and you shouldn't do that one, please, because I didn't, it was just an oversight. I don't make that type of mistake. Look at now. This place is going to stress me. I hate doing things pashi and gomu for no reason. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Don't worry, we'll soon finish this class. So it's enough. We can gum it. All right, just place it down. So that we don't have to suffer ourselves You can also do this part, eh? Yes, God bless you too, my love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so you can also use your hot glue to gum this part that I'm gumming now. You can use hot glue. So at this point, we are now going to cut it accordingly. Okay, we are going to cut it accordingly. That is, make it as in, make it cut and make it enter the body of this circle. Let there be no excess anywhere. But at the beginning, you cannot cut it like that. All right, it will not be proper. When you are gumming now, you might have one or two challenges. So like this now, look at it. So we are going to cut this place now, cut it round. Try as much as possible. Now this other knife I for like use, but in no wahala sef dey im body. So use am cut am so. Blessing, please, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. I'm not sure. This my work dey take time, pardon. Okay. Yeah, I'm busy now. There's nowhere I'll go and be picking for when I'm live online. The place is not finished now. You want to say that they work on it? Yeah, not sure now. They're still working on that place. The electrician was supposed to come today. Yes. They're still working on it. When they finish. So as much as possible, I'm making sure that it's sitting properly. Huh? Cutting it. Remember the gum, everything is making it somehow difficult for me to cut. But then we are going to achieve it. You can also use Mako for this one. Okay, I succeeded in cutting this part. I've not finished. I've not finished with this part. The cutting not easy like that. All right. You have to, if you are not careful now, it can just slide into the base itself now and cause issues for you. Fall inside. So that's what I'm trying to. So we'll just keep trying to level it. Okay. Trying to see how it will just look like it will easily flow into each other. Because when we want to cover now, I'm coming. If anybody asks question now, sef, I will not see it because I'm focusing on how to smoothen this edge. Okay, so we have it like this. So you see the reason why we had to cover this and cover this so that we will not have challenges. Apart from this mistake I made here while I was crossing, I've showed you how to correct it, but I couldn't correct it because already my fabric there was stained. Okay, so I have to look for a way to manipulate this place, but this is how it will look. So at this point, we want to do the final covering. So the final covering is going to take this route. We're going to have it like this, so it will go from top down. That's why we say that we are trying to smoothen, so that you will not have any thing bulging out unnecessarily. In fact, as I'm even doing this now, I'm still trying to look at it if I will have to trim some other places. We just try to achieve what we can achieve. It might not be as perfect as this, you know. This one is the molded one and all its edges are already smooth. So you try to achieve that. Just try, try. Is trying, you understand? So we try to smoothen and see how we can achieve that. Just let's try to. Just to, it will be smooth. That's why this part is the board that is better than Marco. But you can use Marco, but you cannot scrape Marco the way I'm scraping this board now to achieve this smoothness that I'm trying to achieve. Let me see, what's the final weight? That thing is still wide in my height. What's the final distance there? Check your measurement. The wideness. I'm not talking of length. Your length is not my problem. The wideness. Even sandpaper can work here, but not that sharp sandpaper. To use that sharp one to scatter all your 1.5. So we are ready to wrap. So to wrap, if you want to apply this and do the wrapping, you can. If you want to on my hot glue for me. If you want to just use hot glue, you can just go from here straight to here, you know, without having to attach anything. And then this part where we crossed is where you are going to bet and put your design. So you have to be conscious of the fact that this is where you are going to bet and put your design, because this place cannot be as smooth as every other place. So you can just move to straight using your hot glue, and you glue inward without having to first of all attach anything here. Okay, so maybe that's just what I would do. So we'll just go straight to gummy. Go straight to gummy. All right. Let me first put on this top because we have to gum it. No, I don't want to make glue touch this my table though. Leave am for there. Leave am where e dey there. Now this process is better, very better with stretchy fabric. This is not really stretchy, but it's a little bit stretchy. So if you are working with this one that you are not molding, please, stretchy fabric is the best because e go smooth finish compared to the one you no dey stretch. You will try to gather the one that is not stretchy. You will try to gather it, and before you know it, it will affect the smoothness of your crown. So please, as much as you can, make sure that you work with the best fabric. All right, this one I'm doing now, I'm doing Togo Mercy. Oh yeah, where they all be? Trying to smooth it. So I'm going to just enter inward a little. So by this by this process, even this edge inside we have to introduce a finishing embellishment. If not, the edge inside will not be good, because remember we are going to wrap this one inward now, so we are going to have some edges inside. It will not be too good if you don't do a finishing line, but that will not happen for this one. So let's take note. Never out. So we're just taking stretch and go inward. Okay. It will not come out. Remember, this is where we're placing our design. It will not come out so well as you would have like you will have your molded one. The smoothness is not going to be, especially with this fabric now. Just pray that it will be, I'll be able to smoothen it, so that it will not be too smooth. Look at, we are going to be having, we are just going to be struggling with these edges getting smooth because of this fabric now. Except we should change to, can I use a red top? Give me a red fabric that I can stretch. Don't worry, I'm already working on this. Let me just finish with it. So I needed a stretchy fabric that will help me maneuver, because look at this, all these things will be easier if the fabric is very stretchy. But I'm going to use this, but as much as possible I will try that this side is smooth, because by the time we belt it, this part will be covered. So but you still have to be careful. If not, you will not even still be able to maneuver and get very smooth finishing. So I'm just going to see the part we are supposed to put our design. I think that's the part I should be thinking of gathering all this thing I want to maneuver to now. That's the part I should be thinking of gathering them to. So I'll be working towards this direction and see how far I can smooth and gather. Please charge my other speaker for me. Look at it, so that this one die off. So as much as possible, we are going to be one charge it on whether this thing is. If not, carry this one. Come, carry this one. So we are going to be maneuvering and see what we can achieve. It's a stretchy fabric that is very easy, very light and stretchy fabric. You are done. You will not even have a trace that you did not mold this thing. But because of this fabric I'm using now, we are going to have a little bit of challenge. So let's just keep going. It's not easy to use a fabric that's not too stretchy and shape. It's very graceful. So when we bend it, we are going to our shape center. So it's just trying to do like 4 angle, north, south, east and west, so that I'll know how I'll top it in. Okay, so we have our north, south, east and west. So we're going to force everything here inside here. When I'll show you the one that I do with stretchy fabric, please, when you are doing this, please just use stretchy fabric. You're not just really fabric. Please let it be that that's what you use. If that is not what you use, it's not going to be that easy. You can see I'm struggling with this one. I'm struggling with it. The only hope I have now is the hope of my belt. If not, it's not going to come out as smooth as I want it. And when you pull this your marco too much, it will squeeze. You have to be careful. But that doesn't mean it will not be fine. Don't worry, we'll see the finishing. It will be fine. So, north, south, east, and west, we have to force all this one here too. So we were told that we were having our art day. Is it how do you call it? Then our art work day, I don't know. But I was approached that we are going to be having the day where all creatives will come out and celebrate their creativity. I think they said it's 27th of this month. So those of you in Delta State, I will be there. Those of you worry, I will be there. Oh, I will try. I will try. So we are going to cut off what we don't need. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Creative ends will be there. I hope you people have heard about it too. Say that word art day, I don't know. So we'll come out, celebrate our creativity. I think it's another way for us to create awareness. So this is what I have. This is what I have. Where's the bet? Where is the bet? You are going to put 3 on inside for me. So by the time we have what we needed to have, and we bake this place, at least a little bit, it will be smooth. Okay, it's red I want to use. I just want to use the red. So this is it. Keep it that way. So let's come back to this. Okay, so we are going to have this on it. Okay, that's what we are going to have. So we are still going to check where we are placing it. As we place it like this now, we will check. But please, oh, please, despite the fact that you can use this, please, for your work to be professional, this is the right one to use. Please. So I'm just using this for the explanation. But for your work to be professional, after we use this to achieve this base, this is what we use. This is what we use. You get the smoothness and the good finishing. So please, in case you are working and you want to work for a client, please mold this top. So we have this. So we have to check that is balanced, all right? So you check your dimension. I have 8. I have a little bit less than 8. So let's go back. 8. You have to check it around. Okay. Just to be sure that your placement is okay. Okay. So now that we are seeing it, give me tailor shop. So this placement is okay here. I'm going to use tailor shop, not marker. Something that you can clean. If you use marker, you cannot clean it. So this is the original circle. Take where we are supposed to place this thing. Like this is where we should cut out. This is where we should cut out. So that this hole can open for us to be able to wear it. But before we cut, we are going to come again and create 1 inch inward, not outward. 1 inch all around it. Like this. Like this. Okay. Okay, so we have a new circle. This new circle is the one we cut out. So let me erase it. Can you see it? So this is the original circle, this is the new circle. We'll cut the new circle. This new circle to cut an big one. So you know it's thick already. So even cutting one self, I can use all my muscle. I never get cut. Got the 2 plus padding. So in fact, I never shop this morning. The most I feel the cutters. My most doing so as if I want to show the food. But actually it's easier. To cut it with this compared to scissors. Yeah, let's see if it will come at first. Anyway, they never reach bottom, no. So I have to take it again. Let me check if it has gotten to the bottom. It hasn't. Oh yeah, oh. Let's try out. Okay. So I can go to the back to make it easier. If I can see the line, I can already feel it. I've not filled it. Okay, let me still try. So that I can just mark out that circle from there and repeat this one here. Okay. But if I try to use scissors now, it will be easier because it's almost there. almost there. So, yeah, it's just the cloth. Just the cloth that is holding it. I can feel it here now. Let me just see. Okay. Yeah. This one. So let me do to pass. Okay. To pass one. It's always scissors. I try to use to cut this. The bone when they this my mouth. So nearly finished. But it's so thick. You see the nozzle I take all these things now forever. But of course that's what you need. If you don't get that thickness, you can't pronounce it. So look at it. Oh, clap for me, oh. This I want them for that. I wish you could carry my cup be my car. Okay? Wash and buy for water inside. Look at the kilo. Okay, so now remember I said this is the original circle. Eh? So this original circle is meant to create support for the crown. Where the crown goes. Okay. So it's meant to create support for the crown. If you cut this circle out, which is the really opening, eh? Okay, how will you now attach the crown? Assuming this is the crown, we now just go ahead and cut the circle out. How are we now going to attach this crown? You know, go swam, you know, do anything. So that's the more reason why we have to shift forward, and then we now create mark here, that will allow us to lift it up, eh? And then gum it to it. Okay, thank you. Let us click on the, oh, thank you very much. Please like the video because you see how long I've been online trying to explain this thing. Yes, I said bye. So we are now going to create a mark. All right, where's the tailor shop? So we are going to, no, it's not inside my purse, in the corner of that bag. We are going to create a mark like this. We are going to cut it like this. Like this. We will cut it, so that it will give support to the crown. Eh? It will, this is what will come to the body of the crown to hold the crown. Even sometimes when we raise it like this, we still use small needle and thread to tack it round the crown. Okay, so that you will have a perfect finishing there. So let's cut. We can just dip in this part to soften it if I want to do that. But let me use my muzzle and cut. Let me use my muzzle. Oh yeah. Okay. It's thick. That's it. Okay. Alright, so I've succeeded in creating mark. I will now raise it like this. Let me create a little, you know, say this thing stop on well. So let's go a little depth. But when I'm doing that depth, I'm shifting. This depth will help me to be able to bend it. It will not cut it off, but it will help me to bend it. If you cut it off, I'm going to say, you get everything this thing is fine for my body because it's not very cutter when I want to cutter. Okay, just to be able to raise it. Okay, Create a little depth. Okay. And raise. Okay. Because it's thick. If you don't do that, you'll not be able to raise. This way, we are going to get our support from. This. So that it's easily comply. So this is it. So we will now have our crown. So this is the crown. The crown will stay like this now on it. So when it stays like this, we are not going to raise this arm. Very, very, very. You can sew. So look at how it is. Okay? This place is what is going to be attaching to this place. Attach. Okay? You glue or you can sew. So, please give me this color of thread. Let me sew. You go hard though. No, let me be your bed. Pour it in my cup. You wash my cup. Did you wash my cup?
No, yes.
You rinsed it. You should have washed it. That cup has not there. So let's do. Give me, push the other in. Let's just do it. It's going to be hard. If you are using mat, you can sew. If you try to sew with this, you can sew, but it will hard for the needle to pass. So the best bet is for us to glue it. Alright? This thing is not as hot as I'm expecting. Off this my fan, if you want to go hold this on the last one. This thing is not very hot from the way I want. So I can see there's no hot to it. There is candle. Now let me show you something. I just thought of it too. But let's do it like that. This thing is already done. But let me remove it. So that it will be easier when you are working. Something. Now during creation, some things will click your mind. Let's reduce this thing because it's thick. Let's reduce it. Let's reduce it. When we reduce it, it will be easier for us to. It will be easier for us to come. But just be careful. May not put all of the finish. Let's reduce it. Don't want that is still too thick. Let's take out of it. Because I was walking now, that just came into my mind that we should reduce it. So it's softer. It's softer now. Look at it, very soft. And once it's soft, it will be easy. So I'm taking it out instead of packing unnecessary things. What you don't need to remove. Because the major thing is to attach to the cap, alright? So by pulling this one's out, I have something light after the this is easier and better. So that's work with what is easy. Just be careful so that you don't cut off the entire part, okay? It's easier like this. Look at it, very soft, very soft, very soft. Before this, it was very, very strong, and I knew it wasn't going to give me a perfect relaxation, but luckily this ran into my mind and it's working. Remember, there is fabric under, so that fabric is keeping it intact, so it's not going to spoil anything. So this is what we now have, and we can work with this, okay? So it's going to be easier for us to comb, and we will not have much stress anymore. You can do this one by one. You can do it one by one. But if you are fast, you can just do it the way I'm doing it now. To do it one by one. So, and then you need to sit it. How you sit, support from the back. Support. So I don't want to calm down this table. In this aspect, you have to spend a little time, because this is what determines your sitting, the sitting of the crown, okay? So you have to spend a little time. Make sure that every part is well seated. You see, me, I'm checking it. If I check you and I see that no, you are not well seated, you can just lift it up and do something about it, okay? This part is one of the most important parts, because if this crown is not fixed, properly fixed to the brim, you've not done anything, okay? So we have fixed this. We don't put clean on it for the bed.
Yeah, the clean is.
So we have fixed this now. We are going to do the finishing on this edge. I told you before, just give it a little marking, the same way we did for the crown. Alright? Yes, I'm trying to make sure, making sure that it's not too excessive. That I'm going to be cleaning, I'm going to be pulling it. Okay, so just give it a little mark to allow each line rest. Alright, you can go like this now. Okay, it will not rest if you don't cut it. It will not be creating lines, or it will be squeezing anyways that way. So you cut it like this. Don't cut it when you should cut at least. Okay, line by line where you can easily pull and attach. Okay. Just the same way we did to attach this one. The reason is so that it will relax. If you don't do it like this, it will not relax. You try to, because it's a circle now, it will not relax. So you have to mark it to treat a portion at a time. So with that, it will relax. Later my net, the silver net, when I'm from home, so that people can alternate and bring that beauty for this. Fast, before I'm talking this one, there was silver net there. Just hold on, I want to see something. If I'll be able to do something. Let me introduce the silver net and see. There's even a black net I would have introduced. I think that might black or fine pass, but I'm not sure it's big. To just create a different. The black would have been the best. Let them just go in the silver. But that black is not big. It's not going to be wide enough for me to go right. I want to see if it's going to fit in. I will put it first before. Hey! Shit! Oh! Nobody know what to make when they do shit here now. Oh God. You made the mistake already. The back that fits this thing. So this thing was supposed to be inside. And now it's up. God forbid. We have to pull this one and push it in. Just let me see this. Oh God. Yes?
This next week.
Yeah, that kind of person I define when I define tailor, go for it. Guys, then I've made a big mistake, not the joke. In fact, after I don't fasten this thing like this, I will close this video, but I'm just going to finish my explanation. All right, so look at, while I was doing, I told you that this is the back and this is supposed to be the front. This was what I said. So when I was fixing, I was supposed to fix it here so that I can turn this back, this inward. Now I have turned it. Oh God. Well, light a lie. Oh, my mind just enter something I will feed you to take turn out to design. that my gold trimming be. Bring her. I'll just turn into design. If not, this is not the right thing I wanted to do. But let's just go. It's going to still come out. So I told you most times now from mistake now we dey create another design. This one now I've made a mistake, pure mistake. I'm supposed to be conscious of this part. I did not. So there's no way I'm supposed to be using this to face top, but then I'm using it already. So we are going to do some form of embellishment to finish it, to finish the design. It's going to come. Hi. Nobody wey dey watch sef fit even just call my attention say mama you've made a mistake. Shit. 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 Hi. Well, light and light. This is not what I wanted, but then it is what it is. It's going to come out. I'm going to make sure it's coming out. So I will not be able to use a red bed anymore. Let me see. It's not this one. That one with Martin. That one I normally use for Afan. So, but please look at what I'm doing now. You see that it's relaxed. Look at it. It's relaxed. This is supposed to be inward, but unfortunately it's outward already. So we are going to do it like that. God, I did this for myself. Nothing distracting. Nothing distracting. I shouldn't have made this mistake. You know, I padded that front. For the final smoothness. That part now is not facing down, which is not supposed to be. This is just another side. But wasn't conscious of people while I was marking it. Wow. Shit. I'm not happy with this finishing I'm doing. I'm not at all. It's not what I wanted. I just find out that if I pull it out, so I will not still be able to get what I wanted, given that I am dipping and shaping all this part. While I was doing all this thing, I don't know why my mind did not just go that I have placed it on.
It's finished.
Wait till finishing.
Yeah.
The other one I bought that day, I didn't use it now. But I checked this one, my dash in house now. There's one I bought from her one day, it was black and gold. Check whether she had that one. If she do, just bring 2 of that one for me. Because I have to do something that will come out. This embellishment I want to use here now. I want to use embellishment to go around this thing like almost like 3 times to give it the final cover. And then so till they bring out design. That's why sometimes when some people say, oh, that person designs what I want you to do for me, I say, I better go find the person. So the person knows the mistake he do before he come up with that design. Go find and make one for you. Once I do that one, because it stress my head. Oh. She did not open. The woman under upstairs.
Yeah, she's open with that.
Okay. So this is what we have. We have turned our front to the back already. So it's a big mistake. Let me erase it so that. Oh God, have mercy. So this is it. So I don't think we are supposed to have, when we are doing our finishing, bring bias training for me. So I'm going to finish this. I don't have what I want to use to cover that part now, but I'm going to cover it, this part. Okay? I'm going to cover it. And then we are going to have, like for instance, we can have this is big. This is big, but look at, I can, since I've made that mistake. Oh, don't worry, let me take it back. So since I've made that mistake and I need to cover it, alright? I can have something like this, on my edge. Okay, I'll just gum it all through the edge, but I'm not going to use this one. I don't want to use this. I want to use string. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that. I don't like that thing. That color is off. So I'm just going to gum something like this all through. Carefully. So when I gum it, it's going to give me a different look. Then I'm going to still use something like this. Okay. Use it to get it and then use it to cover like this, so that my finishing will be better, because already I made a mistake here. So we'll not go because of mistake, don't kill ourselves. We will always find a way out, but I'm not going to use this exactly because I'm suspecting that in trying to gum this, it might not really relax the way I would like it to. So that's why I'm looking for a bias, I'm looking for trimming, alright, that I can easily manipulate and it will go smoothly again and again until all the rough edges are completely covered. Then I'll come over here and bend it, alright. And before you know, we are done. So I can bet this at first. Remember, it was not too smooth. Okay? So we can have this helping us to do our smoothness, alright? Fear us cover and complete. We just be like say, nah, design of a school, you understand? So before you know, all the rough edges and all of that is taken care of, and we have our voter art. So this is all for today's tutorials. I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you. This one na debate. I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you can make the voter art without molding. See as this one don smooth, fine like this. Abi no fine? It's fine. See am. Well, you can do all those parts I was battling with. Now once I take this one, take wrap up, I just create small bow tie put for here. Wetin I tell you say I go take finish here, I take am finish am. It's as smooth. Big, I go sell am just now. They tell una the price. If I wan sell this thing, this one na 40k. If I less at all, 35k. Yes, na it's beautiful. Thank you very much. But a mistake. Oh, I didn't get this statement. I didn't get this. I didn't get that statement correctly. I was saying something, but a mistake. Blah 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 blah. Can you? Good. Thank you. It's a, but a mistake also can create. Yes, another beautiful. Of course, of course, of course. So the mistake have landed us where we are. When I'm done covering this place and you see the finishing, you can know say mistake don create another design, alright, though it wasn't intended, but when it happen now, we no go destroy wetin we don spend money on, so that's why we are now going to create something different with it. But this is it, alright. So this is it. I hope you enjoyed the tutorials and it's beneficial, that is helpful, alright. If it is, Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and if you are just discovering me, please do not also forget to subscribe. I think your subscription will mean a big deal to me. All right, so I'll see you in my next video. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I'll see you in my next video. For now, is bye. Let me go and face my job for the day. Okay, bye. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for staying with me. I will show you the picture on YouTube Shorts later. You will see the when is your video. I don't know when. No, now when I get power, they do video. Oh, God, no. I don't know when my next video will be, but if I can, I will put it on what do they call it now, the community post. Okay, but if I cannot, I will just come up when I have the mind that okay, let me do something before I do my today's work. All right, thank you very much. I love everyone. I love everyone. My next video, I said I don't really know when. Charity, I don't know when. I will always say it when I'm ready. I don't want to give a date that I will not come. All right, thank you very much. Love you. Rachel, thank you very much. Adewumi, thank you very much. Gloria, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Gloria. Thank you so much, Rachel. Thank you so much, Charity. I'm grateful. All right, bye.